come to lie down. So just take a few moments, landing in the space. Shoulders away from the ears. You can move and wiggle around as you like to until you feel in a comfortable spot to relax. We can just do a bit of a body scan, so just gently moving the awareness around the body, sort of noticing any points of the body that may feel sore or stuck in some way, like physically or energetically. Just doing our best to notice as many of those different areas as you can. You can also notice areas that are really open as well. It doesn't need to just be on the negative side. Let's start to take 4 really deep breaths. So we'll take a really big inhale. Maybe hold the air at the top and then have a very slow exhale. You can pause before the next inhale, just wait a moment, and then once again filling up the body with air, and then slow exhale. We'll do 2 more. Okay, we start to move the head side to side. So, as always, moving on the slow side, just kind of using the time to check out quality of movement in the neck. So you can land on one side for a little bit longer if you feel stuck. We're basically just seeing, how far we can get one ear down to each side before there's like pain or kind of soreness or stiffness. Okay, when you're ready, we'll end up back in the middle, just looking up towards the sky. And we'll do a full body stretch. So take arms over the head, legs together. Really big reach, big inhale. And exhale, relax. We'll take the arms back beside us. Again, bend into both knees, so the feet are flat on the ground. Hands can be anywhere. We'll just, on the slower side, open and close the knees into sort of a diamond shape. And just let the legs fall. And once they are at their naturally most open spot, we'll close them back up. So it doesn't need to be as slow as the leg drops or the hip openings we did yesterday. This can be a little bit more for just the range of motion. Starting to open the hips. Next time the knees are up, we'll do kind of like a bit of a windshield wipe motion, the legs side to side. So take the arms out maybe just for stability and also to deepen the twist, because when the chest is up towards the sky, there'll be a bit more twist in the back. take the right knee in towards the chest with the left hand. So your left hand will be on the right knee. Yeah, perfect. We're gonna cross the right knee towards the left side. So it's a twist, and you can end up hooking your left hand underneath the right leg. Yeah, perfect. So just shift around just as you need to. Try not to clench or squeeze the bum, just kind of relax to the bum. Okay, start to untwist, we'll come out of that. And let's just do a hamstring stretch. So take the hands to the back of the right leg. A little bit of a pull of the leg can be, quite gentle. It's still the morning. And then we'll bend back into that knee. So foot flat on the ground. And then we'll take figure four pose. So we'll take it for the left side, cross the left ankle onto the right thigh. Yeah, perfect. So start to bring the legs back towards the face. You grab behind the leg, and I don't know, maybe you have enough room to grab for the shin. It just takes you deeper, but if it's too much, you don't need to. It's okay. Okay. Does it feel sore at all here, or not as much? Like
A bit. I don't know if it's sore or it's because it's the morning. Maybe it's I'm not flexible.
it can be all. It can be a mix of all of them. Okay, drop the foot and cross the other one. We'll just do a full body stretch to kind of reset in the middle. So really big reach, kind of arching in the back even a little bit. Good, and then we'll take the left knee in towards the chest with the right hand. And then we'll come to a twist, dropping the leg towards the right side. Just adjust yourself here. Roll onto the back, hamstring stretch for the left side, so roll back towards the sky. Bend into that knee, foot on the ground. This time we'll take the right ankle, the left thigh, and then legs in towards the back. to the ground. You can do another stretch if you want, you don't have to. Take the knees in towards the chest, grab the backs of the legs. If it's okay for your back, rock up to seated. Okay, so come to seated. And let's do some stuff for the side body. So we'll take the right hand down beside us, lift the left arm up, and then really reach up like you're trying to grab something just out of reach, so lifting up to the shoulder, and then when you're ready, you can start to reach towards the right. You can always bend into the right elbow, bringing closer to the ground. And also you can always just follow your own movement. Like if you feel like you want to move within this pose, you can obviously, of course, do that. Always do what your body wants. We're going to change kind of the angle of the pose, changing the reach. So take the left hand, the lifted hand, bring it down to either the ground, or you can bring it down to the right knee. So the lifted hand down, or to the right knee. Okay, good. And then you can walk that right hand a bit further back behind you. So coming into a bit of a twist. You can be upright in the spine, but if it feels good to be down as well, just do whatever is better. Okay, we'll untwist in the back and land in the middle. We'll walk the hands as far forward as they can, so we'll fold over the crossed legs. Does it hurt your foot at all?
Nope.
Okay, good. We'll come out of this, so walk the hands in towards the body, back to a neutral straight spine. Then left hand down, right arm goes up. First reach up towards the sky, lifting up, and then over towards the left. You can start to drop the lifted right hand to the ground or to the left knee, and then the left arm walks further back behind. Unraveling the back, coming back to face forward. We'll transition to a tabletop. Maybe it's possible for you to roll forward over the knees. Okay, really good. And then we'll just walk back. So we're in the mat. Okay, we'll do some, let's stretch the wrists for us actually, because we haven't done that in a bit. So we can flip the wrists. The fingers are pointing towards us. Good. And then just slightly, bum can go a bit back towards the heels, just to deepen the stretch. And then we'll flip the wrists so that we're on the back of the hands, and then maybe really leaning a bit back so you're really off of the pressure and it's more just like a stretch. Okay, good. Slowly back to have the fingertips pointing forward. Make sure you're just pressing through the whole palm so we're not dumping the weight. And we'll do some cat and cows. So, when you're ready, starting to drop the belly, arching in the back. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, rounding into the spine. Shoulder blades spreading apart, chin towards the chest. Inhale, belly drops. Arching in the back. Exhale, round. You will continue to do a few more, just go at your own pace. And of course, add in any of your own little movements, anything your body wants to do. Now tell us when we're done. A little bit more. We'll start to end up back in a neutral tabletop. And I think maybe we can also do that we did it a few days ago, that down dog kind of rolling from down dog to floating tabletop.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, so we'll start with curling the toes under and then lifting the knees up to downward dog. So just maybe settling down dog first. You can shift around a little bit, then straighten the knees to move the hips. And then we can start to make that circular motion. So coming forward into high plank and then bending into the knees. So floating cat pose, looking up in the head, and then the bum pushes back. So we'll do that again, kind of like in a circle. Good, arching in the back, rounding to push back. Perfect. We'll do 2 or 3 more. Okay, we can finish, actually let's finish in a high plank and then come all the way down onto the belly. So just landing down, and then we'll take the forearms out in front of us. We'll start with a bit of an arch for the back for Sphinx pose. So yeah, it's very simple. We'll just do our best to kind of lift out through the shoulders. So lifting up in the chest and kind of pressing the pelvis or the low belly into the ground, just so we have a good lift. Perfect. Down a little bit, but as you do that, take your hands just onto the outside of the mat. Okay, we're gonna do this wide arm cobra pose. We did it, I think, 2 days ago. But we'll start by just a bit lifting up. You don't need to have the arms fully straight. And then we're gonna drop the left shoulder down. So my left shoulder is coming very close to the ground. My left side of the head comes down. So as you can see, this right elbow and the right shoulder is a bit higher. So I feel like a bit of a stretch in the back, basically. Okay, if you can move with the breath, we'll inhale through the middle. And then on the out breath, right shoulder down. Yeah, perfect, looking towards the left. Good. We'll do it one more time for each side. So whatever your in breath is, moving up. Dropping down on the out breath. Move through the middle, other side. come through the middle. Good, and then come down, take the hands in towards your rib cage, and we'll push back into a child's pose. So it can be active or passive, whatever you like. Forehead to the ground, wherever you are. Good. And I'll just also press a bit on your low back, but also tell me if it's too much or anything like that. Let's come forward into a tabletop, and then we'll come back to a down dog again. Let's start to walk the feet to the front of the mat. We'll take a forward fold, so you can take opposite elbows. Maybe do a little bit of swing side to side, just so the head is really heavy. Upper body relaxed. Okay, drop the hands and then slowly make your way to standing. Head is the last thing to uncurl. Okay, we'll do maybe 2 rounds of sun salutation just to energize the body a bit more. So, on the inhale, arms go up over the head. Exhale, hands go down towards the ground. Inhale, halfway flat back, hands just below the knees. Exhale, forward fold to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. And then on the exhale, back to down dog. So we'll hold for a breath round and a half. For the next exhale, stepping forward, all the air comes out. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way to standing, arms come up and out to the sides, above the head. And then land the hands back down that side. Okay, we'll do one more, ending in standing. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands down towards the ground. Inhale, halfway flat back, really big breath in. And then for the whole exhale, flowing through chaturanga. Upward facing, big inhale. Back to down dog. Whenever the next out breath is, stepping forward, air comes out. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way to standing, arms come up. Hands come through the middle. And then back down by the side. Okay, so I say we do a balancing pose and then a little bit of a stretch as well. So we'll balance first on the right leg, so maybe just spread the toes of the right foot. So basically imagining the weight of the left leg, if you can, going to the right leg, so the left leg starts to become a bit lighter. We'll take the hands together in prayer for a stabilizing spot. So we're going to do a figure 4 pose, the same pose we did on the ground but standing. So we'll start to look at our point in the room, cross the left ankle on top of the right thigh, so it's above the right knee. Yeah, perfect. You can have a little bit of a bend in the leg to have a bit more of a shelf. Yeah, perfect. So there's an option to take this into more of a stretch. You can bring the hands down to the ground, and this will kind of push open the legs and have a bit of a stretch.
Oh yeah, too much I think.
Too much, no problem. I could pass you the blocks, but it's not necessary. Okay, start to bring yourself up. If you can, with the balance, we'll see if we can take the hands up and unravel the leg without dropping it. Perfect. Let's see if we can step this leg back behind us into a high lunge. Yeah, really good. Take the hands down to the ground. We're going to step the back leg in about 2 feet and then straighten both legs. Good. Stay there. I pass you a block just to hold maybe one level, or you feel like you're okay. You might not need it. Yeah. Just so the front leg has a bit more stretch and can be a bit more straight. Yeah, perfect. We're going to walk the hands a little bit further, so sort of to the top of the mat. And then we're going to just lift the back leg up off the ground and try to bring it as high back behind you as you can. So the nose is towards the knee, and from there you can even walk the hands a bit back towards the standing leg. Okay, we're going to just start to set that foot back beside the right foot, and then slowly bring yourself to standing. So pressing into both feet now, redistributing the weight evenly between both feet. Head is the last thing to come up. And once you're up, just kind of move the hips and roll out the ankle of the standing foot, or maybe both. How are you feeling? Any pain anywhere? No?
It felt like a good stretching.
Okay, good. We'll try the same for the other side. So, planting down through the left foot specifically, spreading the toes. We can start to look at a spot in the room and bring our hands to prayer, so palms touching. Right ankle crosses left thigh, so just above the knee. Perfect. So yeah, you can bend a bit. You can try to bring the hands towards the ground. Anything is good. You can also just completely work with the aspect of balance. Start to come up and maybe play with the balance by unraveling the foot before dropping it. Hands can come up and then stepping back to a high lunge. You can use the ground if you need help with the ground. Okay, so we'll just land here for a moment. And then we'll take hands down to the ground. Step the back foot in about maybe a foot or two. And then take a forward fold. So we'll walk the hands a little bit forward just so we can lift the back leg. So the back leg lifts, and then once the leg is up, then you can maybe walk the hands back towards the foot. Play with the balance. The nose is towards the knee, so we're basically folding forward with the leg up. swallowed my necklace. Okay, start to bring your floating foot down beside the left. Once it lands, we can, on the slower side, bring ourselves to standing. Uncurling the spine and the neck. And once we're up, we can step the feet a little bit further apart and just simply kind of sway and swing the body, the arms, allow the knees to be soft. Yes. Okay, coming back to stillness. Move through sun salutation. The arms will come up for a big inhale. Exhale, hands towards the ground. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step back all the way to chaturanga. Upward facing dog, arching in the back. Back to down dog. So hold down dog for a second. I'll just do a small down dog adjustment. Tell me if it's too much. It's okay? Yep. Okay, take the right leg back behind you, so the right leg goes straight back, and then open up through the hip by bending the knees. So it's like back and open. Perfect. Okay, hopefully it's okay for your foot. I'm going to try to take us to pigeon pose. So taking the right shin forward. It's okay for your foot? Mm-hmm. Back, left leg, just sliding back in space. So it could be a deep stretch for the hip. You feel okay anywhere? Pain? No? No. Okay, if it's possible, we can move a little bit further onto the forearms. Good, and this will be one we hold for about a minute. So just do our best to maybe relax in the face, in the bum, hold here together. We'll start to come out of this side, so press into the hands. Curl the back toes under, the knee lifts up, and then reset. Foot down side to left, so you can move around, readjust between the sides. Okay, and then we'll do the other side. So the left leg goes back, and then opening to the hip, right ending into the knee. Start to take left shin forward. Take your time setting up. Find a spot that doesn't hurt. Feels a bit of a stretch. Good. We'll hold for the same amount of time. come out of the side a bit differently. So push yourself up and then roll onto the left side of the bum. Swing both legs forward. Okay, so we'll try a forward fold, but if it hurts, we can change it. So very simply, we can start to reach the hands forward. And if it feels okay, we'll hold it, but if it starts to hurt, just tell me like how it hurts. Okay. Okay, slide the hands up the legs, and we'll do kind of another forward fold, but we'll turn to have, well, I guess we'll face each other. So we'll have the legs wide, basically just a wide-legged forward fold. We can do like a partner pull if you want to.
Yeah, sure.
Let me take this closer. If you want, you don't need to overdo it, but it could be good. Yeah.
And do that.
It could be good. So basically we have our feet touching.
Okay.
Here. And I can start by pulling you. So
Okay.
I pull you towards me. Oh, okay, you're doing it.
Okay.
You want it? Okay. Just tell me when to stop.
Okay. No.
We'll do the opposite.
No, it's good now. Right.
I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, do you want to do it one more time?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good.
So you feel like your hips are open enough?
Yeah.
You're okay?
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
Okay. Good.
Yes, I'm sure that's very good.
Yeah, and my feet too. Okay. So now that our hips are really open,
Yeah.
what do we got to do now? Well, we only have like 5 minutes left, so we'll come onto the back, honestly, at this point. Okay. So first we'll just maybe land flat so the body can kind of settle and shift into place. And I think it's nice if we kind of do that windshield wipe motion for the hips. So and bend into the knees, feet on the ground. And then at any speed you want, slow or fast, taking the knees a bit side to side. take the knees in towards the chest. So hug your knees in, like really wrap your hands around your shin. And then if you can, bring your head to your knees. We'll make ourselves into a small ball. And then slower, just the head down. We'll take both knees towards the left side, right arm out. Start to end in a supine twist. Just feeling the sun on our skin. Allowing the body to relax. Receive the twist of the spine. In the middle, we'll land legs over on the other side. When you're ready, we'll come back to the middle and then just start to land flat on the back for final resting posture. So I'll just come and do some small adjustments and presses. Yes. I'm going to do one by holding your legs and your feet, so just relax your legs. You don't need to do any effort. Tell me if I hurt your foot, but shouldn't at all. It's not touching your foot. Okay. Does your foot hurt at all?